What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Bourbon Pours. Jordan down here at Maker's Mark Distillery. I'm here for my golden ticket tour, which of course is when you're an ambassador, they age a barrel and you get to come down here, take a tour and fill it. But I think it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to do that today, show you a little bit about Maker's Marks and behind the scenes of the golden ticket tour, and of course filling my own bottles. So pretty excited because Maker's Mark is one of my favorite distilleries. So stick around as we show you the distillery and share some information about what you can expect if you go on the Golden Ticket Tour or if you make a stop here at Maker's Mark here in Loretto, Kentucky. One thing you'll notice is that Maker's Mark is actually on the National Historic Register, and for the Gristmill Distillery, one of the oldest operating distilleries in the United States. But then you're going to be walking down this sidewalk. It's a pretty scenic view as you walk up to the distillery and something that you really kind of want to take in. There wasn't a whole lot of people there the time that we came down here, so it was pretty peaceful and tranquil. Highly recommend. And then, you check out a lot of the art that's here at Maker's Mark. That was kind of a thing of Margie Samuels. So they have some painted bottles here in the little waiting room before you check in. And I thought it was pretty cool to check those out. They also have art hanging in other areas of the check-in spot, so be sure to check that out. It wouldn't be a distillery without distillery cats. This is Carrot. I guess I don't know if he really belongs to the distillery, but then there's also Whiskey Jean here. She's 13 years old, I was told, and pretty sweet, so be sure to give her a little scratch. And then, as you can tell, Maker's Mark is one of the most beautiful distilleries that you'll visit. Always one of my favorites. There's our tour guide, Chad. He was incredible. Hopefully you get him when you go down there because he was a wealth of information and really presented well, treated us well the whole day. And then you just get to kind of walk the grounds of Maker's Mark. Here we're learning a little bit about the mashing and distilling process that they use, including those cypress fermentation tanks, which they have about 7 of those. Kind of an old school way of doing things, but really cool to see all of that. And then that is the labeling facility. All the labels are printed there. Here, Chad's going to be talking a little bit about the aging process, and I'll let him take it from here.
Yeah. So let's talk barrel maturation, since you guys waited a mighty long time for that bourbon. So we get these barrels from the Independent Stave Company right over in Lebanon, Kentucky. Kentucky Coopers. They got an awesome tour as well. Highly recommend. The pieces of wood that we use are called staves. Takes you 32 of those staves to build your barrel. But before construction even starts, all the wood in our staves literally have to sit outside for 8 months to a year. They call that seasoning. What that seasoning does, it removes tannic acids from the wood for a bitter-free bourbon. So once the Coopers put our barrels together, they'll use old walnut bung here to seal the barrels. It don't affect the bourbon. It don't even help it mature. It's just easy access, honestly. So how it works here at Maker's, also, they will take each and every single one of these barrels, hit it on the inside with a big open flame for about 40 seconds called a char. We use a level 3 char here at Maker's Mark, okay? Because you wanted that smooth, mid-level finish there. So we'll fill these barrels with 53 gallons of that White Dog whiskey. Then they go straight to the tops of our warehouses. They'll stay up there for 3 years or 3 Kentucky summers before we even touch them again. So basically, bourbon maturation in the whole, in the extreme heat of the summertime, the clear White Dog whiskey gets absorbed by that barrel and that char. Then when it's super cold in here, that's when that liquid gets released. Mm-hmm. We're getting all the characteristics of our bourbon. The caramels, the vanillas, the bacon spices, even that amber color from that level 3 char, okay? So after that 3.5 years, we got some rotating to do, which they rotate these barrels by hand too, by the way. Yes, so as we walked in, you may have seen those jerry hoists by the side of the door. Mm-hmm. They simply grab the barrel for us. But once it touches the ground here, we've got about a 40-man crew. I can't do the job. I'm just a walker and talker. They'll rotate these barrels. It actually helps with the consistency and the flavor of the product.
Then Chad took us into the finishing facility. All of these are barrels of Maker's 46, which of course is French oak. Pretty cool to see that. This is the rick house that's in the cellar where the cellar age is produced. Pretty cool. Just a little brief view of it though. This is co-founder Margie Samuels and her collection of plates. She was extremely influential on the brand, created the bottle, came up with the red wax, came up with the labels. Wouldn't have Maker's Mark without her. And then this was a really cool part of the tour, the bottling line where they dip the red wax on every single bottle. How iconic. I'll just let you take a look for yourself on how cool this process is. Then it was time for the tasting. We tasted standard Maker's Mark, Maker's 46, Maker's cask strength, and a private selection. Now it's time for me to dip my own ambassador bottle. This was such a cool experience, and you can do this even if you're not an ambassador. You can buy bottles without being dipped yet and then go up in this station and dip your own. I would highly recommend it because it's super cool and kind of gives you a little bit of a different experience at a distillery. We're probably not going to get the job here.
You don't know.
Yeah. And then we got two rotations.
Set her down. You got
Set her down. That's how it's done here at Maker's Mark. Then Erica got to dip the Maker's Mark Heart Release, which I was really excited to pick up while at the distillery. I think she did a better job at dipping than I did. And here you can see my ambassador bottle. It's got my ambassador number and name on it. It is 1 liter. It was only $40. And then at the top, they actually stamped the wax. These are the only bottles with that stamp on top.
So I'm gonna go like this.
right down. Yep. Nope. Go deeper.
Oh,
go
deeper?
all the way down to the bottom. There you go.
Okay.
Spin it.
1, 2.
Set it flat.
Okay.
Got it.
That's how it's done.
Fun.
It is fun.
It
right?
is fun, yes.
And no two will ever be the same.
I know,
So
that's fantastic.
So just finished the tour and the dipping experience here at Maker's Mark. Of course, I got the Heart Release, so I was pretty excited about that. Really can't recommend coming down to Maker's Mark enough because it's just a beautiful campus, a lot of great history here, and probably going to be one of your favorite stops on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Easy going, and they have a place for lunch. They have a cocktail bar as well, and the gift shop was super, super cool. So going to load these into the car and then enjoy the rest of the afternoon. But hopefully you've enjoyed hanging out with us here at Maker's Mark. Then we ended the day with lunch. I got the Kentucky Cuban, which was sausage, ham, cheese, and some potato salad. Erica got the Wagyu double burger with fries, and let me tell you, it was amazing. Here was a look at their temporary restaurant, and I hope you enjoyed this one.